welcome back to my channel. Today I am super excited because we're gonna make one of my favorite go-to meals. It is shrimp tacos, super easy to make, and we're gonna be doing it with low carb tortillas. So I'll show you which ones are my favorite and what my favorite toppings are for the tacos. So let's jump right in. We're gonna first start with making our Pico de Gallo. This is one of my favorite toppings for shrimp tacos. It's super refreshing, really easy to make, and really tasty. So I have about 1/4 of an onion here. I'm just gonna peel the outer layer off. All right, and we are gonna dice this up. First slice down the middle. Pico de Gallo is one of the easiest, quickest things that you can make. I'm just gonna flip that, cut it right down, and then chop. One of my favorite things about shrimp tacos is that I almost always have frozen shrimp lying in my freezer, and I just buy huge bags of shrimp that are with the tail off and they're deveined, and I just keep them in there because it's such an easy go-to meal for me. And shrimp are so delicious and they're really healthy for you. So this is super easy to make. This is one of those dishes that takes like no more than 15 minutes. You know, you come home, you're tired after work, and you're just looking for something really quick that the whole family can enjoy. This is gonna be that dish. So now that I've diced the onion, let me just put it away into this bowl. We're gonna set that aside and start dicing our tomato. All right, take out that stem piece. And we're gonna dice this, so slice it down. And you wanna make sure you're using a really sharp knife for this. You guys already know, Global is my favorite knives, super sharp, absolutely the best. Just dice the tomato. And I like to do it with a knife. I mean, sometimes I do it the lazy way. I'm sure you've all seen on like TikTok and Instagram, they have like the chopper, and I've put it on my Instagram as well of me using that. If you're interested in checking out my social media, everything is in the description below. And sometimes I use that if like I'm really on a time crunch or I'm just really lazy, but if I'm feeling chopping it, it's usually my preference. All right. I've chopped all that up. Let me throw that in the same bowl with the onion. Now for our jalapeno, and I'm gonna show you guys a trick to make it super spicy. So we're gonna piss off our jalapeno. Yes, you heard me right. We're gonna piss it off. And the way you piss it off is you just rub it in between your hands like this. That gets all the oils and the spiciness from the seeds out into the actual flesh and the stem of the jalapeno, because we don't wanna eat any of the seeds. Right? We're gonna take them out, and instead of scraping it out and cutting we're not doing any of that. This is the easiest way to do that. All right, so I have done that. I've pissed it off, and now I'm just going to slice that piece. Let me show you how easy this is. Take it, flip it over. It's already starting to fall out. I haven't even done anything yet. Rub it in between your hands, and look at that. Everything, all the seeds are just coming out. This is the easiest, quickest way to do that. Okay. Slice the jalapeno down the middle, and look at that. Absolutely no seeds, nothing in there. We're gonna cut this into tiny diced pieces. All right, and dice that. All right, and throw this in the same bowl with the tomatoes and the onions. Okay, now we're gonna take our lime and just roll the lime. This is how you get all of that juice to easily come out. All right, and then slice it down the middle. And we're just gonna squeeze out our lime juice right into the bowl. Okay, a little bit of olive oil. That's perfect. And a little bit of salt and pepper. Mix that together. That's it. Super easy pico de gallo. You can of course use this for anything. You can use this for other dishes as well. You can use it to, you know, dip some chips into. But I love this as a topping to tacos. I know you guys know it is a super popular topping. Okay, we can set this aside while we work on the main star of the show, which is our shrimp. So for our shrimp, what we're gonna do is start our burner or just a stove on medium-low heat. And I'm using an iron skillet for this. You can use whatever kind of pan you want. You can use a steel pan, you can use a non-stick pan. I really like to use the iron skillet. I think it adds a nice little, like a flavor to the shrimp that the other pans don't typically do. But of course, it's up to your preference. It's what you have at home. We're trying to make a quick dinner. I'm not trying to make you go out and buy specific devices so that you can make a dinner. We're trying to do something that's really easy, something that you probably already have at home, and not overcomplicate absolutely anything. All right, it's starting to get a little bit warmer, so I'm gonna put my butter in here, let it melt. And you want a good amount of butter for this. All right. Keep the butter handy just in case you need to add any extra. And let's melt this around the pan. Perfect. Okay, and what I'm gonna do next is I'm gonna take some garlic. I have some, if you have like garlic that's in one of those glass jars, I know a lot of people use those. I really like to do my own fresh pressed garlic. So I have already pressed 4 medium-sized garlic cloves. And I'm just gonna drop that into the pan. We're just gonna give this a good little saute. Not gonna cook it too much, just about 15-20 seconds. Let it get aromatic. When it's minced, it cooks super, super quickly, so you don't need too long for this. Okay, it's been about 15 seconds. I'm gonna take some dried parsley and just drop that in there. Give that a good stir. I like to use dried parsley also because it's not gonna burn. If you use fresh parsley, it's just gonna burn all the way through. All right, and now we can drop in our shrimp. Perfect. Start sauteing that as soon as you put it in. Get all of that nice, incredible flavor all over the shrimp. At this time, you can take some salt and pepper and season the shrimp with that. I say in all of my videos, salt and pepper at every single step gets that flavor into every layer of your dish. Now I'm gonna add a little bit of paprika, just a tiny bit. Not too much, just for a little bit of flavor, a little bit of color. That's perfect. Okay, and now you can give this a stir and cook the shrimp on the other side. All right, that looks good. And you guys already know, I like things a little spicy. Don't forget, we have the jalapeños in the pico. If you didn't put it in there, then that's perfectly fine. You also can completely omit this step. I just like to add a little bit of chili pepper flakes. I think it gives a nice kick of flavor. Just a tiny bit, only this much. A little goes a long way. I've learned that the hard way, unfortunately, but play it by ear. Use as much or as little as you like. Okay, so that is done cooking. You can see everything is nice and pink and fully cooked through. We don't want to overcook it. If we overcook our shrimp, it'll be super rubbery. So I have turned off my heat. Let me go ahead and put this in a separate bowl while we go ahead and assemble our tacos. All right, guys, the best part and the most fun part is assembly time. I love these tortillas by Mission. They are 0 carb, guys, 0 carb, and they are keto certified. Absolutely delicious, and they have different flavors of this one. I like this one, which is the plain one, and then I like the chipotle one as well. I think it has a nice little kick to it. So assembly. Here, I have done a little sour cream and chive mix. I just like this. It's almost like a crema, but not that I'm trying to compare it to crema. It is just a nice combination with our shrimp. A little bit of that, and then I made some guacamole earlier, so I'm gonna put the guacamole on there. All right. Now I'm going to put our shrimp on there. Get all that garlic juices in there. And a little bit of our pico. Take a look at that. It is, oh my God, I'm so excited to eat this. Let's put that together and take a nice bite. That is so good. The shrimp is super garlicky. And I love doing this little sour cream chive on there. I think it gives it a nice little touch. Guacamole, pico, all the best flavors. It's super refreshing. It's really light. And guys, it is no carbs. No carbs. This is perfect if you're keto. I am such a huge fan of these tortillas. Like, this really does the trick. Curbs all of your cravings for tortillas. This curbs all of your cravings for tacos. It is perfect. If you want, you can also toast these. I've done queso tacos before. You can find that on my social media if you're interested. But I love doing it for this. I like to keep them nice and fresh. Absolutely delicious. I can't wait for you guys to try this. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, make sure to comment a taco emoji down below. And if you like this video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, and hit that notification bell to never miss a tasty upload. Till next time.